Hi, this is Sonia of Artsy Solutions, and welcome to hashtag How Do You Do Art. And this is for the month of October. And so this month, our prompt is to work in contrast with a side quest of making a mini journal using the contrasting things. So contrast could be anywhere from your opposite colors to hot and cold to abstract versus whatever the opposite of abstract is. Day and night, happy, sad, abstract. So on the last session we made some gel prints and stuff like that. But what I've done, I know I'm going to want to make a journal, obviously. And I've kind of gathered some stuff that I'm considering using. I know, obviously, because I'm going to have a fall themed journal, and I'm going to be using a combination of different things at later times. But to start, let's see, I'm wanting to put together some of my pages. And so I've gathered some things that I'm going to use in there. These are just like scrap papers from other projects that I never did use, but I think they'll look pretty good in here because I like to have different patterns and shapes and textures and things like that. So I'm going to be using a combination of things. Let's see, now this one right here came from a digital from, I think it's Whispers in Time off my Ko-Fi, and then this is one of the leftover pieces of mixed media papers that I got from Darcy's when Sharyl of the Whole Bucket had her sale on Tuesday. I'd gotten some papers from her, and this one that I have in my hand is gorgeous. Some of her rust-dyed papers from Vera of Spilled Coffee Crafts. So I'm going to use that, and I'll probably cut it down to like 6 by 6 or something, because like I said, this is going to be a little mini journal. So I'm going to have to cut these down. And I'm going to be using, I want different patterns and different things in here. I might make this into like an envelope or something. This is also from Vera. Just gorgeous prints on here. And I love the different colors, fall colors, contrasting colors. So, so I'm definitely going to use that. And then this is some vellum. This is a printout that I gotten from Felicia, the Sweets by Felicia, on her Patreon. And she has digitals and things like that. And so I just thought, like, I want to put it up against, I'm not sure which page, but it is going to be a page in my journal. And I like it as it is. And so we're just going to add that in here. I think it'll look good up against here. Yes, definitely. Because I like those colors and how you can see through it. So I'll put these two together. So basically what I'm doing today is I'm finding my pages. And here's another one from Darcy. Let me, where's my paper trimmer? Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and shape some of my stuff. I'm going to cut this one in half. Oh, I love this print and that color. And I'm just going to turn this in half. And I may even just leave that white on there. I think I will. Like I said, this is going to be a mini journal. And so maybe I should cut this in half as well. So let me do that. Or, yeah, 8.5 by 11, so 5.5. Yeah, let's try that. Put that in here. And then I'll probably just kind of cut around the edge to get all of them the same size. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and find the pages that we're going to use. Love this. Look at that. This is also from Vera. Definitely going to use this because we are dealing with contrasting colors. We have reds and blues. So I'm assuming that in our journal that our contrasting colors don't have to literally be next to each other, or our whatever the contrast is, it doesn't have to be like a page opposite each other. It's just literally somewhere within the journal. Like, for example, I might have a layout with a cold scenery. Or maybe I could just do like a cold scenery and someone's got some hot cocoa. So that's contrasting hot and cold. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So let's see what else. And then I've got some little scraps. Some of these are from it's a summertime digital, but I could get away with it with fall. So I can just cut this down. I like that little umbrella too, even though it is a summary page. Let me make sure this is lined up straight. Okay. And who knows, I might make a pocket out of this. Or, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to put these together. These little small pieces I'm going to kind of keep together. And we're going to see what we're going to do with it. And then I have some scrap. These images I had printed out of these women. I might use these and make some journal cards or something with those. I'll just put all that over here. I've got book pages. We'll see about those. And I'm definitely wanting to use one of these. This is also, these are original book pages. I might leave this the way it is. Let's see. Let me just put this right here, because I like to have vintage book pages and things like that in my journals as well. So I like to have original writings and stuff like that. And then we have some tags and stuff that we'll probably use later on. I'll keep that there. And then we've got some mixed media. It feels like not rice paper, but baking paper or something. This is, I had received some Happy Meal a few years ago. And so it was wrapped in this right here. So definitely I'm going to use that as a texture. And then I've got some coffee dyed paper. This is also from Sharyl. So I can just cut this in half. And that'll be 2 pages. I don't even know how big I want my journal. Like how many signatures I want. But I do want to go ahead and just kind of get some pages together and see what we can come up with. But I want to, let's see. Got that and that. We'll need something contrasting up against there. So we'll need, now this is a leftover piece. Oh, this is gorgeous. This one was from Darcy. So we'll just fold this over. And we do need contrasting colors in here. But we're also going to have contrasting colors when it comes to the ephemera and stuff. I might not need this one. This is also from Sharyl. Just look at that beautiful pattern. It's so gorgeous. And then I have some digitals. I can't think of the name of it, from my Etsy shop. And now this one right here is from Betsy. This is from her Ko-Fi shop. But these right here are from one of my digitals. I can't remember the name of it, on my Multimedia Crafts digital Etsy shop. So put this in here. And then I'm gonna put this, because I like to have vellum, and I like to have, oh, and textures is also another one. You could have like transparent versus you call it matte, or opaque. Transparent versus opaque. So we've got a lot of different contrasting things going on in here. Let's see, I'm gonna put this in here. And then you could have cursive and straight print, you know, like script. These are perfect examples because, well, I don't know if you can really see it or not, but some of this has like print. So I could do like stamp some like typed versus handwritten. You know what I mean? So that's a good way of doing, what do you call it? What can I think? Contrast. Oh, goodness, Sonia, get it together, girl. All right, and then, let's see, let me open this back up. Set this, I guess, right here. Guys, I love blue. I bet you probably saying to yourself, here she go again. Well, her blues and browns and beige. Honey, I guarantee every single one of my journals are going to have those colors in there. I just can't even get away from it because I love it so much. I can't help it. I just can't help myself. But yeah, let's see. We've got that. And then what about this? Maybe I will put another one of these. We'll probably make obviously make multiple signatures, but I'm just trying to get some different stuff in here. Put that in there. And even though, like, you might say to yourself, okay, well, if you're going to leave this open, you know, it's got holes in it. So when you go, but what I may do is I'll probably connect it with some more scrap papers or something, which that'll be another session. We'll see. Then we're going to put this one in here. I'm going to have to make a couple of signatures, like I said. And then this one, it's summertime, but I can make it fall. And so let me go ahead and I'm going to cut around I'm just going to cut that part off. And I'm just going to cut the white around this right here. You could take your, if you have a ruler or something and cut it so you could have jagged edges, but I'm not good at doing that because somehow my pages always tear when I try to do that. So we're just going to use paper trimmer for now. All right, and then we've got this. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And what I'm going to do, because I do like to have like journals that have different size pages in it. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and overall just kind of cut this down to where it's almost the same height. Length and width. That's what I'm going to try to do. Go ahead and take that out. And let me just get my scissors, I guess. And then go straight across. And it's not going to be straight, which is fine because I might do like Louisa Heinzel did in one of her videos like a few years ago. And she just kind of chopped it up and ruffled it up and distressed it and stuff like that. I may do that. I don't know for sure. But I'm keeping these scraps because I love these little strips. So we might make some clusters and things like that out of it. And it'll match perfectly because it goes right along with the journal. With the actual journal pages that we're using. So let me go ahead and cut this down. And this is going to be our little mini journal. And I can use some of them little strips also to add inside the journal to connect the pages and stuff like I've done before. Alright, so we have that. We've got our basic journal figured out. I might just, instead of having multiple signatures, I might just have one signature. I don't know. And then I know for sure that I'm going to want to have some envelopes in my journal. So, oh, you know what? I might add these too. Because, I mean, this was like a printout that just didn't turn out right. And where did I put my envelope? And then I also have This one came from, this is the Fall Seed Packet Labels. It's a freebie that's on my Ko-Fi. So I'll probably use it along with some of these other bits of ephemera that came from my Ko-Fi shop as well. And this is the Vintage Autumn Ephemera Kit Fall Collection. So this is I'm going to use that as well. And then I might also use my specimen. I'm just trying to combine things. This is how my brain works. I like to go ahead and gather stuff that I'm considering using in my journals. And then I have these little Cobicons that I had printed out on acetate. So we may or may not use those, but that's something to consider. Because I could put these on like one of any page really, but especially like on a book page or something. I could even just kind of line it up like that and make like a belly band out of it, which I just may. Maybe not that one, but maybe this one if it's not too messed up. We'll see, because I could add some more stuff. But we'll see what I'm gonna do with it. But we could possibly use it. And then I also have, these came from, these are vellum, and these would look good up against, you know, some of these pages, even the white pages. So we'll put these over here as well. And then I have some other things that might look good. These little butterflies, maybe this little car. I'm not real sure. Like I said, I like to gather stuff together. All right, and then we have these. Here's a page that was supposed to go into my Trio of Treasures book. Somehow I forgot to put it in there. So I can just add it in here, actually. I'll probably have multiple signatures. And then I've got these right here I had made for another project. I think last year it was a fall project. I may or may not use these as well. I had hand painted these and then turned them and then added some old book pages and then just turn these into little pockets and whatnot. So I might use these as well. So we'll put that there. That's just an idea. And then I made these little envelopes a few weeks ago, and I'm definitely wanting to have some in the journal. So we'll find a spot for it somewhere. And then we'll probably have these fold over or something, some kind of way. Let's see. Because we want contrasting colors, so maybe put this one here or even here. Yeah, or something. And then I'm going to cut this out. Oh, and then I also have some words. This is the Vintage Word Ephemera Bundle. It has 4 seasons, so you have like autumn, and then you've got like different things like that. Autumn, Christmas, and then just regular sentiments and things like that. So I'll probably use some of these words as well. Let me go ahead and I've said like 1,000 times, didn't I? All right, let's just go ahead and cut this down and add this to the journal, and then we're going to make some signatures. And today's session is just going to be making the signatures because there I go with my ums again. This is going to be, I want to try to finish it. I didn't even do a hashtag how do you do art last month. I had a lot going on. But this month I do want to complete it. You know, so this one was printed double-sided and I like that. So I want to use it. That's the good thing about mini journals. Is sometimes if you print things, usually it bothers me when I print something out and you have all that white around the edge. That usually bothers me a lot. But I can live with it, especially since I can use it in things such as this. So let me count how many pages we have first. And then I'm going to separate them into at least 2 signatures. Oh, it just feels so weird only having 2 signatures. Maybe 3, at least 3 signatures. You just can't. You can, but I don't want to have a journal with just 2 signatures. It just feels so off. Yeah, so I'm going to count these and then I'll separate them into signatures and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our signatures in here together. I wonder, should I turn it like this? Yeah, I'll turn it like, oh, I have 2 of these, so I only need 1. I think I want to use this. Like right here. Or should I turn it like that? I think I'm going to turn it like that. And then, no, I'll turn it like this. That way you can see that from here. And let's see. Got that one. This one, I think this one needs an envelope. So I don't think I have one in here, do I? Yeah, this one needs an envelope. So I'll take this one and like put it on one of my darker pages. Let's see. Or even up here. I might even just put it up here. I'm probably going to add more envelopes eventually anyway. So maybe I should. For now, I think I'm just going to put it right here because it still has slight contrasting colors. And you have like a light and a dark. All right. We got that, and then we've got these. And I do have an envelope in here. And I've got a few more of them too that I had made when I made those other ones a few weeks ago. So today I think, and I'm just going to leave, this is what we have so far. We have our 3 signatures, and I did stitch them together. And I don't know what kind of a binding I want to do. I want to try something different that I haven't tried yet. But I did leave the strings on here. So, but later we may, like I said, with fall, I might use some of my dies and embossing folders and things of that nature. And then, of course, we're going to use some of these embellishments and scraps and fabrics. Now, the next video, I'm probably going to work on the cover. And I want to try something. I've got fabrics, and I want to see if you print an image on to some acetate on like on the wrong side of the acetate, and then flip it over and then rub that ink onto your fabric, if it'll pick up. I tried that somewhat one time, but it didn't do the way I thought, but I think I did it wrong. So that's going to be our next one. Actually, before I do the journal cover, I'll probably practice that style, or I might even practice it with another project or something. Anyway, so that's all for today for #HowDoYouDoArt, Work in Contrast. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.